Welcome, everybody. Bienvenidos. We are so excited to be here for the grand opening of Pope Park North. My name is Mary Cockrum. I am the chair of the Pope Hartford Designated Fund, and welcome to our event. We're here to celebrate the new opening of this part of the park with new seating, new play areas, new walking spaces, new lawn, and most importantly, play. With, what is it? What do we have?
Sprinklers.
Water. More than a century ago, when this part of the city was just being built with perfect 6 apartment buildings, and the Harper River flowed just beyond those trees, Hartford's civic-minded industrialists were fighting to see who could give the city the biggest and the best parks. We got Pope Park, Colt Park, Goodwin Park, Keeney Park, Elizabeth Park, and Colonel Albert Pope was manufacturing bicycles right there on Capitol Avenue. He gave 90 acres of land to this city, and the park was designed by the Olmsted Brothers firm. The Pope Hartford Designated Fund was founded in 2002 to improve the park through planning and implementing capital projects. And members of the Pope Hartford Designated Fund include 2 members of the Pope family, Matt Pope in the blue shirt, and Fairby Wise, who's unable to join us today. Special recognition goes to Pope family member Albert Pope, who worked with former Mayor Nick Carbone and Nancy Macy to found the fund and to guide its early years. And other members of the board are Luis Caban and David Morin and Carlos Muta. And Nancy Macy, who's over there in the white shirt, is fabulous. Nancy Macy was chair of the fund for more than a decade. She was the oomph behind many phases of renovation. She picked up litter. She got lots of us engaged. She started this project at Baby Pope Park, and Nancy, on behalf of the neighborhood and the fund and the park, thank you. And a special shout out is due to Jean King, who is around somewhere, who's the staff person for the fund, and who's been working tirelessly on the park for more than a decade.
All right, Jean.
The City of Hartford has been our key partner to implementing the improvements that the park has needed. In particular, city architects Mark Tamaccio and Tony Mata have been tireless, not just tireless, but also cheerful, as we went to them with lots of questions and construction plans and complaints about litter and such not. So thank you, Mark. So I would like to formally thank the City of Hartford and invite Mayor Sagata for a few words.
Thank you so much. This is like the perfect day to have this event because it's very hot, but you can go cool off in the spray pool. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate the opening of this beautifully renovated Pope Park North. This park lies in the heart of 3 important Hartford neighborhoods, and it is Hartford neighborhoods like these that we see beautiful diversity that makes up our wonderful city. One of my priorities as mayor has been to make improvements in our city's parks, including Baby Pope. So it's important to maintain our parks. Not only do they provide for a safe place for our children and families, but parks allow them to stay healthy by being physically active. The Splash Park is a great addition to this park. That is, there are 10 other additional splash pads in our parks throughout the city where kids also stay cool during the hot summer days. I would like to thank Mark Tamaccio for the park's beautiful design and including Albert E. Pope's legacy, as well as the members of the Hartford Pope Park Designated Fund, the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, and all of the city staff who make this happen. One special person I want to shout out who's been in this for the long run, who has made this possible, and that is Nancy Macy, who was the original president of the Pope Park Designated Fund. On behalf of all our children and all our families, I know it took a while, but isn't this worth it? This is really great. Nancy was a major force in moving this to implement the master plan, which was developed back in 2002. So very soon, in a little bit after we have some speakers, we'll move to do a ribbon cutting, and the kids have asked, what is a ribbon cutting? And that's when we get to officially, although I know unofficially you've been at the spray pool, officially we declare it open for everyone to enjoy. So we'll see you in a bit. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The city's Public Works team, led by Tom Baptiste, takes care of the daily maintenance of the park, and they are supported in a really substantial way by the Friends of Pope Park, who are volunteers that help do the heavy lifting, weeding and planting and mulching, and David Morin is in charge of the Friends. And when to sign up and volunteer yourself, there's a sign-up sheet over on the table with the cupcakes, or you can just see David. And he says, please. The Hartford Foundation for Public Giving has been a really important partner for us over the last 10 years, 12 years, as we have made substantial improvements to the park. So far, $4.5 million have been invested in this part of Pope Park and the main part of Pope Park. And I'd like to introduce you to Sharon O'Mara, the Foundation's Director of Workforce Investments, who has a few words.
Good afternoon. It's too hot to have many words, except congratulations to the City of Hartford, to Nancy Macy and her crew. We are delighted to partner on this incredible park. What a transformation, and we just know that it will be enjoyed by all members of the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. As a neighbor of the park, my kids have played here for years. I've seen the transformation. I am so excited with what we have to offer the kids of Hartford now. And the kids like the park too. In 1894, Colonel Pope said, "I believe that a city thrives best by caring and providing for the well-being of its citizens. Your city is in need of open, breathing places to be the means of recreation and pleasure to all citizens." I think that the park's new features are exactly those means to recreation and pleasure, and they will be for years to come. We're going to go over there, formally cut the ribbon with the help of all the kids. But thank you for coming, enjoy the refreshments, and come back often.